Good night to one and all. I should have been on from 20:45. Now it's 20:48. Yeah, I should have been on from 8:45, but internet troubles as usual. Yes, so I'm live now, waiting to see if anybody's gonna get the notification and come on alive. So I'm just waiting to see. Uh, Today was a very challenging day for me. Um, Mental wise. It was a rough day. So I thought I'd just come on the live stream to kind of, chat with you guys and de-stress. Hi Yvonne, hi Suzette, Ever Blessed, Taran Hodges, good night, good night. Yeah, and I also want to update you. Since my last live stream, my last live stream, Miss Yvette from Canada donated the stove for Mr. Facey. That's the gentleman living in the goat pen. All right, so we got a stove, we got the stand, and we got the gas bottle regulator, bottle full of gas. So we want to get the back door, back door, the runner, the curtains, and somebody sent a barrel and said the curtains were in there, but I haven't gotten the barrels as yet. So the runner, the curtain, um, so much going on with my head right now, guys. But yeah, well, we had said something to store clothing. Good night, Ivy May. Good night. Oh, hi, Miss Sonia Ferguson. Nice to see you on the live. Michelle, my friend from Old Harbor, who send me every morning. She send me my good morning and my quotes. And Patrine Gardner, good night to you. Good night, good night, good night. Yeah, so we have 54 people in the live stream. If you can share the live on your community tab, if you can share it on your Facebook, Instagram, wherever you can share it. Hi, Jaden Harrison, good night. Roxanne, good night. Oh, Roxanne is in St. Vincent. Good, good, good. Um, I know that people are watching from all over. Yeah, so yes, give God thanks. We got this stove, the gas pan, and we also got the stand regulator. So that's good. And also since that live stream, um I also got a donation towards the barrels that I spoke about that that are sitting on the wharf. Yes, Metro from donated towards that. So thank you to him and shout out. He was in the live stream and he donated towards getting those barrels from off the wall. Marguerite is watching from Grenada. Nice. Hello, Crystal. So you can also type in the live stream where you're watching from. Jay Bless. Uh, good night. watching from Brooklyn, New York. Oh, I thought the name was Jay Blessed, but the person name is Jay, and it's and then they say blessed good night. All right, so Jay is watching from Brooklyn. Roxanne, where you watching from? Oh, Carmen, watching from Portmore for sure in the house. Another largest community, I think the largest community in the English speaking Caribbean. Is it Russia from Clarendon. Hi, Moya's Glam. Happy New Year to you. Sonia is in New York. Agnes is watching from Antigua. Um, Roxanne is watching from Minneapolis. Yes, blessings. Big up to all of the viewers over there in Minneapolis. Gary from Florida. Omoya's Glam is watching from St. Anne, the Garden Parish. So St. Elizabeth is the breadbasket and St. Anne is the Garden Parish. As I said, if you can share the live on your community tabs, on your social media, on your WhatsApp status, you can share it. Oh, Petrine is watching from Flagaman, St. Elizabeth. Blessings, Petrine. Big up all of the St. Elizabeth Massive in the house, all of the Manchester Massive in the house, all of the Trelawney and Westmoreland Massive in the house. Milton Lady, blessings to you. Laura is watching from Hanover. So we have people watching from, let me see how many parishes. I think my internet is slowing down now, but let me see. We have Milton Lady from Mandeville, we have Hanover, we had Clarendon, we had St. Anne, we had Portmore, which is in St. Catherine, and we have St. Elizabeth, Flagaman, right? Oh, it's below zero over there. I think you're in Minneapolis, right? Oh my, I'm glad I'm here. The weather out here is just nice. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's just a nice. We're experiencing a nice weather now. The other day it was so cold. I wonder how Jamaica gets so cold. Oh, Minerva is watching from Texas. Okay. Okay, Texas in the house. I don't grudge you, Roxanne, in your call. I'm enjoying the sunshine here. Arlene, good night. Arlene is watching from Florida. Welcome, welcome to the live. Remember to give the live stream a thumbs up. You can just go back and then I think just you would have to press like the back button would be either at the bottom or the top of the screen, and then you press the thumbs up, and then you can come back on the live and continue to chat with me. But I hear that people have been texting me and telling me that a lot of um snow, and it has been like record level snow in certain places, and the, the the type of cold that they were feeling, they have never felt it for a long time, like certain parts in Canada, even in the UK and in the US, like they say it's just cold. Oh, Alison is in Long Island, New York, and she's saying it's cold too. Why? I don't sorry for you. No, no, I'm sorry for you guys, but I'm not jealous. That's what I mean. I'm not jealous because I don't like the cold. The first I traveled during the winter, my feet were swollen so big, and I was at that time I was really low on iron because even though the heat was on and everybody else was warm in the house, me just feel like me a freeze. Them say you have brain freeze when you eat the ice real fast or cold thing real. Well, me feel like my whole body did a freeze, brain, finger, toes, everywhere. It was just, it felt like really, really extremely cold. Then I started taking the iron pills, and I realized after a couple of days, I wasn't feeling that much cold like I was before. Oh, in Texas, you're having a lot of ice rain. Wow, and a little snow. Mm. Oh, thank you, Minerva. Hope I'm pronouncing your name correct. Oh, Alison, thanks for asking. She's not bad, but she wasn't able to attend school. So her teacher, like she sent me the work through WhatsApp, whatever they're doing in the class, she sends me, and then I let her do it here. But she's not bad, but she's still she can hardly eat, and I don't know. It's now giving her like a cough. Marita said next month UK should get snow. Even I have a viewer from Germany that said it was snowing like crazy the other day in Germany. If well, that's good, Sonia. Good, good, good that you're tucked in. Oh my! I'm sure. I'm sure you'd love to be a Jamaica, right? You would love to be here in Jamaica right now. And funny thing, I wanted to come back to New York for Easter, but the time is so short. It just seemed like it would be a waste of money because I wanted to go for Easter break. Um I had some things that I needed to get sorted out, so I wanted to go for Easter break. And then when my daughter got Easter break, so I would take her, and then um we come back like a week and so, and then we come back. But I think it's better to wait until summer after my back to school treat, and I'm gonna do the back to school treat a little earlier than before, earlier in August than before. So I have like at least a month, and then I can do a little more vlogging, perhaps speak to someone who is farming over there, or, Jamaicans who are doing, inspiring things, or motivating things that can motivate others and inspire others. Yeah. Oh, Alison, I was in the Bronx. Vivian, good night, Vivian, watching from St. Mary. Try organic honey lemon juice for your daughter. I do I do the organic honey, I do the lemon juice, I do the apple cider vinegar, I do peroxide, hydrogen peroxide, do I do baking soda, warm water, I do salt and warm water. I don't know what I haven't done. I've tried a lot of things. Some work and some just don't. Oh, Sonia is from Trelawney. Yes, the parish of the yellow yam. Um, that is the yam capital of Jamaica. Good night, Dion. Good night. Good night to you. So I don't know if you've seen some of my videos before with Trelawney, where I think some of my first videos that I did was about farming in Trelawney, and I interviewed this young man. His name was Mug, and he's 35, I think. And he took me. I had to walk everlasting. We went way up in the hills where his farm was, but he had a donkey, and we walked with the donkey. The donkey had the yam stick on the back, but it was fun. It was definitely fun. I love those farm um what you would call escapades. I like going on the farms and them walking and showing me the different crops and how they grow it and their methods and how what they use. It's just I love it. I just love it. So he was showing me um his yam field, and then he was explaining to me that he didn't finish school, so farming was what he knew, all he had, because his mom, his great grandparents, his grandparents, his parents, that's what they did. So that's what he came up doing. That's what he learned to do. And he was also saying that you know um young men out there it doesn't always be what you would call the negative road. So you don't always have to go thief to make a money. You don't have to scam to make a money. You can actually make a money doing something that will not just help you and put money in your pocket, but feed people, feed your country. So he was saying that, and it was a very very nice interview, very nice experience with the donkey. And then he was also sharing with us what he gives the donkey to give him energy to be able to carry even 400 pounds of yam sometime from way down in the gully. And he was saying that he gave the donkey, I think, a jagan after he would do something. He would give them jagan and what was it again? I'm trying to remember. But something to build up the donkey, but I can't remember right now. But it was really fun. Good night, home and garden channel. I'm reading the reason why I'm smiling because Sonia said she watched the replay every time of that video. Okay, okay, okay. Yes, it was nice. It was so nice. And then we got to a part where he was some other people were working. They were wrapping the yam whisk around the sticks, and they would say they were giving the yam sticks. So that's what they were doing. And there were women there, men there, older folks, younger folks, and they were all working. All right, so if we just a moment, guys, just a moment. Please, we're gonna cook some vegetables. Like me and Daddy cook some vegetables, and you can have some. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I know it's late, like what, 9 o'clock. I'm gonna try to come on live earlier tomorrow. I want to go live in the nights when sometimes when I just feel bored and a little depressed. I'll just go live. Yeah, so my daughter she wanted to cook some vegetables. Um, because of the throat, is like she tormented, so she can't go to sleep. Right. So on Friday we planned to do a visit to that 14-year-old girl because, as I said before in the previous live stream, there is a team from Falmouth, Trelawney, some young ladies and young men from Hilton Falmouth, and they have put together a surprise for the family. So um trying to make it up there for Friday. And today in the evening, um I got a visit from someone, and let me tell you, it's pure goosebump take me when I saw the person, when the person explained who they were, because this person is very closely related to one of the biggest, if not one of the, if not the biggest cases that you've ever seen, stories that you've ever seen on American TV. So I was like, I was nervous, I was shocked, I was like, oh my God. And it's a very touchy topic. I don't wanna talk too much about it, but we're gonna do an interview. Yeah, we're gonna do an interview. Good night, Horace. Good night, Stacy, and blessings, blessings. Oh, bless up to Horace from Trelawney. All right, so I want to speak some more about my new program, teaching people how to fish. I I really want to get it rolling in the month of February, because in January the only thing, well, I was well for most of January, but the only thing I got to do was to do the I donated I think it was 50 chickens and 5 bags of feed to an elderly man. He was 72 years old, and he said, you know, every time he has to go to family, if he needs a bottle of water, if he wants to be able, if he wants to buy his wife um grocery for the week, he can afford it. If you want to, anything she wants, he want to be able to afford it. I thought that was very profound, that that man at that age was so responsible. So and he called me about a year and say 3 months ago asking for help, but at the time I was really, really going up and down, so I didn't get to him. And he was so patient. Every time he would call or voice note, he would leave messages just blessing me up and asking for God to cover me in my going out and coming in. And he was really patient. So I said, you know what? I'm going to make him the first recipient. And he was crying. He was crying and he made me teary. Even talking about it right now, me feel teary. And he was so grateful. You could see how grateful he was. And he said that before he called me, he spoke to God about it. And it was the same thing with the lady when she came to me this evening. She said she just have a conversation, and the conversation was that she had to just talk to me, and she came to me, and I tell you, it was pure goosebumps because I mean, the person of which I'm speaking, say they have connection with someone who was is historically known. It the case, this particular case was one of the biggest in the history of the United States, perhaps. So I don't know how they found me, but they did. Because nobody really comes to my house except for people in the neighborhood. And this person wasn't from my neighborhood. And trust me, it was really a goosebump feeling. But the person really wants help with some layer chickens and some feed. But the whole situation of everything that has happened to this person until this day is really, really, really a sad that it's something that you really have to sit down and I think the interview is gonna be very long because they had a lot to say. And it's a lot of build up hurt and it's a lot of build up questions and good night Jennifer, good night B, good night Stacy. Stacy and I'm not sure if I said good night already. Akeem and Jennifer, good night to all of you. You can also text in the chat where you're watching from. Oh, Mr. Norman Spence, the blind farmer. I spoke to him. I think it was it New Year's Day. I think it's sometime after New Year. I spoke to him. He's doing good. He's doing good. Good night, Moesha. Christina. Good night. Good night. Good night. Remember you can type in the chat where you're watching from. Joe Techniques is watching from Allentown in Kingston, Jamaica. Okay, so big up the Kingston Massive in the house. More Massive in the house. Big up Moesha. I hope they will finally decide to make Portmore a parish. How is the weather over there in Portmore? Like normally when I go to Portmore, it's really hot. And there's a lot of mosquitoes. Do you still have that issue? Christina is also from Portmore. Jennifer is watching from St. Thomas. Big up all the St. Thomas massive in the house. Oh yeah, so as I was saying before, I'm going to do an interview with this particular person. And so when it's done, you guys will see exactly what I was talking about. Faith movement with Yvette, Westmoreland, Jamaica in the house. Big up Faith. Well, it's Yvette. Big up Yvette from Westmoreland. Oh, Port Antonio, Moesha. I misread. Sorry. Portland. Oh, it's Portland, not Portmore. Sorry, big up Portland massive in the house. Big up Moesha's Empire. So let me make sure that the other person said, okay, I listen, it's Portmore. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm due to check up on Archie, but you see, because I explained to you guys who would probably have seen the live stream I did the other night that mentally I wasn't doing so good. I was dealing with my depression and anxiety and my high blood pressure issues, and Yeah, I was really going through the motions, and it was a lot to deal with and deal with the charity at the same time. I know a lot of person were like wondering what was going on, and I just decided to speak about it the other night. So Miss Tracia, is it so, Richards? Um, Canada, Edmonton. Okay, blessings be from Edmonton, Canada. Archibald, Omar, good night. Yes, so as I said, Yvonne watching from Guyana. I was going through the motions, and it was really a rough time. And I felt good talking about it because a lot of person were expressing the same sentiment that they have either been through it, they already know someone who have been through it, or they're going through it now, or so it was really nice. I felt good talking about it and getting the feedback and suggestions and stuff like that. It felt good. Depression is something it's serious, and we have to take it serious. Even after I did the live stream the other night, remember I was speaking about the fact that prior to that, like a week before, I had or probably it was less more than a week, probably a week and a half. I was having the thing where I feel like I was fatigued, and like I was having like little twitchings and stuff like that. I was having twitching and stuff like that. It happened to me yesterday again, and my blood pressure has been on it's just I probably, let me see, yesterday morning was the only time it was a little high, but it has been on for most of the time it has been normal. So I'm glad about that. Hi June, good night, good night. Reds from Florida, Seamus from Seamus Apple J, watching from Toronto, Canada, and Adassa is also watching from Canada, but she's watching from Ont- Ontario, Canada. So as I said, guys, it's a lot. It's a lot that I'm dealing with right now, and I'm taking it one step at a time. But I'm slowly integrating back myself into um the charity work. I'm not gonna do too much. I'm gonna do one thing at a time. So when I visit the family on Friday in Trelawney, um, the next week, all of the next week is probably just like the Friday or the Thursday. I would take and see if I can go to the wharf. And big up to Metro in the chat. He sent a donation towards picking up the barrels at the wharf. He's the only one who donated towards the barrel. And Yvette is the only one who donated um towards Mr. Facey. Oh yes, I got a donation from the UK, but the I got a donation from the UK, but it can't be picked up. So I will have to call the person and let them know. Cause you see, you know how Western Union is very tricky. It's very weird. It's very tricky because you know how when you go there, sometime you get a certain amount of money and they say, oh, it's too much, and they don't want to give you because they say it's too much. They will not give you money to if it's not, if it's too little. That's what I realized, because it's like they are summarizing scamming under one banner. Like they're summarizing that the money is so small that it's probably somebody trying testing the waters, and then when they send the money is a lot, they just say, you know what, this is look like some kind of, and even when you show them proof and you show them what you're doing, it's like, I don't know, some of the times too, the agents that you go, some of the workers, they are spiteful in MoneyGram and Western Union. Like they will just not wanna give you because they know what you're doing. They just, I don't know. They're very spiteful. And sometimes it will be a $50 and $100 and they ask all these questions. But when the actual scammers come, they give them no problem. Yes, Western Union is just, oh my goodness. That's why I encourage persons who can use Jamaica National Money Transfer to do so, because it's so easy and simple. Thank you, B. Yeah, a lot of people gonna move from both Western Union and MoneyGram because both of them operating the same. Yeah, when the people that will come who really a scam, they just give them the money, and then you actually who are doing your um legal business, you bear the blunt of it, and you can't get to carry out what you want to carry out because of it, because of those persons carrying out their illegal activities. So and there's corruption everywhere because you have people who on the inside taking money from these scammers and to ensure that they get their portion, to ensure that the money comes through, and they will call, and when head office call, they will tell tell them all kind of things to ensure that that money goes to whoever it's going to, so that they can get their portion. But when you go, it's a problem. I think my live stream can only go for 45 minutes. I'm going to have to check back with Streamyard because my Streamyard bill wasn't paid. I have to pay 30 US, or is it 34 US per month to be able to have StreamYard to go live. Because when I go live from YouTube studios, the live stream is always black and white. I don't know why. So I have to pay for StreamYards every month. So because I didn't pay it for this month, they cut it off. So I don't have a plan. I don't have a monthly plan with StreamYard. So therefore, without a monthly plan, you're only allowed to go live for a certain amount of hours or minutes using StreamYard. But once you have the plan, you can go live for as long as you want. So I'm gonna see how long I can actually go live for. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I have been resting and trying to take care of myself. Um, dealing with a lot of mental issues. One thing I feel relieved about um is the fact that I have kind of stepped back from the Graham family, because every single time I visited the family, it triggered a headache, and it triggered it's either when I just reach or when I'm leaving. It's like I always feel just this sick and just this dizzy spell and this something. And I was fighting it because, as I said, I'm not somebody that easily gives up or just walk away like that. But I really was just fighting it, and it really was breaking me down and tearing me apart and mentally, physically mashing me up, because the family is a hard nut to crack. Um, there's a lot of things that I can't discuss on YouTube, and I don't want to discuss on YouTube about the family, but it's a lot. It's a lot. It was a lot on me, and it really took a toll on the body. Yeah. Took a toll on the body. So yeah. I'm hoping to get some yam heads soon. So when I do get the yam heads, I said I would send some up there with somebody who is going to show him how to plant the yam heads. That's Mr. Graham. But I just couldn't. I had to walk away. I had to step back. And I said I would visit like once per month. I still plan to visit once per month, but I had to step back. So take best beans lifestyle. Good night, good night, good night. Um, you know, i- if you have any questions, sorry, you can ask. I gotta want some water. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm also gonna do an opinion poll, and you tell me yes or no, yes or no. I'll soon put the question out there, and you can voice your opinions, whether it's yay or nay. Yes, I need a vacation. I do, I do, I do. But at this time, I can't do that because the other day, Scotty was down here working on the farm, and let me put this out there. I have never public, I have never come here and beg anybody to help me with my farm or what I'm doing on my farm. I merely just show my farm to inspire others. So I want to put that out there. So if I inspire somebody and somebody send me some seeds and say try this on your farm, of course I will accept it. But I'm not showing my farm to ask anybody for any donations towards my farm or to help me with my farm. It's merely to inspire young people, especially ladies and other persons, to do something for yourself, especially farming. Because at the end of the day, if you guys are looking and you can see that the way that this world is running right now, soon and very soon there's gonna be shortages and all kind of stuff. So you have to food security has to be number one. So for one, that's the main reason why I showcase my farm. Secondly, um, yeah. So I was telling you there was a fire, and the fire got away from Scotty. Lord have mercy. One side of the farm over that side burned down, and the fire go all the way down to the go down to somebody's house, and everybody was there using the green bush trying to out it. I'm only laughing because I just remember something as a child growing up. I remember seeing a fire, and we as little children, we were there with the green bush and trying to out the fire. So that's why that kind of just clicked back. But I had to call the fire brigade and the Junction Fire Brigade. They came and they will really just cool it down because the persons who came in the community were able to cool down the fire. So that was yeah, that was something else. StreamYard is free for live stream, but they only give you a certain amount of minutes if you don't pay. But because I didn't pay this month one, that's why I only have a certain amount of minutes. But usually I can go live for as long as I want on StreamYard. Yeah, it's free for live chat. So I just say that to say because I heard that I was showing all these videos of my farm and begging people for things for my farm when I did not do that. So I want to make it clear that I don't show my farm to ask for help for my farm. Donation is not what build my farm. Donation is not what caused me to expand my farm. I did that all by myself. Nobody never helped me to build my farm. So I want to put it out there because I heard this that I don't show my farm to get donation because some people are saying that's why I show it. I show it to inspire others, and I will continue to show my farm so I can inspire others. So yeah, get that. I wanted to get that out of the way. And on a positive note, um, I plan to do some sweet pepper and some cucumber, so I'm really excited about that. My brother is the number one cucumber farmer. I don't know, his cucumber always come just so much, like it just bear like crazy. And so he's going to be helping me with that part. I'm going to drip up the land and stuff because I had gotten some irrigation hose from Rada. My black drum that I have is from Rada. So and that's another thing too. A lot of farmers who say that Rada is there but they're not helping. You have to actually push, you have to actually show interest, you have to actually go there, take off your work clothes, your farmer clothes, clean up yourself and go to Rada and speak to them if you want help. You can't just say, "Oh, this they come and you have to push it. You have to actually push it to get help from Rada." So I was able to get my drum from Rada, my irrigation system through Rada, and I got Irish potato seeds from Rada, and I got some more the other day from Rada. Also got some carrot seeds the other day because I'm gonna plant some more carrots. Because I think you guys would have seen some carrots that I planted before when I had the big sweet potato. Now I'm gonna plant some more carrots, and I'm also gonna plant my Irish potato. But I'm gonna plant the Irish potato with yams. I want to do like 200 or probably 150 yam hills. Oh, oh yes. So I want to also pick up Mr. Hendricks from Rada Saint Elizabeth. He has been doing a phenomenal job, and nothing is wrong if you get help for your family. Yeah, I know nothing is wrong, but people are saying that that's the reason why I show it. But I want everybody to know that that is not the reason why I'm showing my farm, and that I don't get donations for my farm from anyone whatsoever. Okay? So I want that to be publicly out there. But Mr. Hendricks from Rada St. Elizabeth, Me have to big him up every time. He has been doing a phenomenal job, and so he'll be coming on the fields with me sometime too when I'm doing teach the people how to cook, teach the people how to fish program. I was gonna say teach the people how to cook, but some people really do need to know how to cook. So I'm going to be doing some more cooking videos on my farm. Teach the people how to cook. Teach the people how to fish. Yes. Oh, and there's this gentleman from St. Catherine, who had helped me when I was doing the Mother of Nine and did her chicken coop. He had helped the mother with some chicks, sorry, and some feeds. And I'm trying to get back his contacts. I don't know if he'll be watching this video, if he still watches my video, but I can't remember his name right now. But he has a farm store in St. Catherine, and he has one of the biggest layer farms anywhere in Jamaica. So I want to reach out to him because I want some assistance from him with this new program to get some layers so I can donate to some people who want to start up their little layer. For instance, the lady who I spoke with, she that came to me for some help. She sells bottle. So she would go to the dump and she find, bottles like Heineken bottle, Guinness buckle, those kind of buckle, and she sells them, and that's how she makes a living right now. So she wanted a start, and as I say, it's a one time thing. So when you get the help this one time, it's on to the next person, and she wants to do layer. She wants to sell eggs. So I really want to get back in touch with, can't remember his name now. If I go back on the video, I'll see it and remember it. But I lost his contact and I really want to get in touch with him. So hopefully he's watching this video. I know he's in St. Catherine. Oh my God, what's the name of the area? It's on my tongue, but I can't remember. It's close to where Karen is, the farmer girl that I interviewed that does the I think she does callaloo. She does a lot of callaloo, pop choy, and melon. She does a lot of different things, but mainly callaloo. Um, I can't remember the name of the area in St. Catherine that he has his farm store, but I really want to get in touch with him. Joseph, Cynthia, and Yvonne. Good night. Good night. Seamus. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show more of the farm right now because the land is really being cleaned down because we take up all of the soil off the land now. So we're cleaning it down and we're going to treat this the ground. We're going to mix up the dirt with some organic fertilizer and some manure, and and then we're going to do the um then we're going to drip it up. We're going to drip it with the irrigation hose, and afterwards, no, we're gonna first after what am I saying? We're gonna prepare the land. So this is how we prepare it. We have to mix the dirt with organic fertilizer, manure. Afterwards, we grass it because it's so hot in St. Elizabeth. We actually have to grass most of the things that we plant. Some parishes don't, but we have to do it. So we have to grass it down, and after we grass it, mulch it, in other words, then we set up the irrigation system, the drip system, and afterwards we can plant the seedlings. So we're going to do sweet peppers and cucumbers. And as I said, I got from rather some Irish potato seeds. So I'm going to do Irish potato over the section that was burnt down, and yam, some more yam. And you guys see, I farm Yes, this is what I do for a living. I farm, but I also donate some of the things that I farm. You would have seen in Christmas I donated a lot of yam and a lot of cereal, and some of it you don't see. Even when I get barrels and I get food and I get clothing, there's a lot that I donate that I don't get to record. Cause it's not everything you have to put on camera, you know. I wish people could just always see what I'm doing without I actually have to put it on camera like that. Because I'm not doing it for the fame or the hype. So it's really about humility and helping and being genuine and real. You know what I mean? Yeah, oh my God, the cereal were so pretty. But next time I'm gonna do two set of cereal. So I'm gonna do one set for November and one set for December. Because in December you actually get a better price for the cereal. In December it's like 350 a pound. I mean November, early November 300 to 350 a pound. December it goes to 250. From that, this is from the grown from your farm, and 180 to 250 in December. But when they go to the market, they're selling $150, even 400 a pound. So they actually make a lot of money. And in December, it's one of my cousin who bought most of my cereal. She bought probably 200 pounds at one point, 250 pound or so. She bought a lot of my cereal. And then another person bought 70, then another bought 100. Then, other people buy 50-50. That's how it went. Yes, I know when the cereal go over there, it's expensive. I want to start my own little thing to exporting cereal, but I want like investors, but I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm not ready to take that on because I'm actually in dialogue with some persons. Um, Someone had given me a connection with some top tier person who are in the export sector. So I'm trying to get that connection going before I actually start. But I really want some investors in the future to do the dry cereal and export it to countries overseas like the US, Canada, everywhere really where it can be exported to. So I'm really looking into growing my own cereal, drying and exporting it. But I'm not gonna deal with that now. I'm doing some more research and stuff like that. Because a lot of people doing the same thing, you have to stand out. And I don't want to just do cereal, dried cereal. I want to do cereal jam, cereal marmalade, different things. Cereal tea. I mean that's popular, so I can do the dried cereal and do the cereal tea bags. Oh, Cynthia, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, that's something that I'm really, really researching. I don't want to do the cereal and then, like, some people do the cereal and sell it like to True Juice and other companies here. I really want it to be exported. Um, I felt so bad this December when a lot of people like, Shan, we see you far, we see you picking the sorrel and see the sorrel plucking and oh my, I wish I could. But people do get the fresh sorrel too. They don't just get the dry one because I remember somebody went up to White Plains Road in the Bronx and they text me and they told me that they got fresh sorrel. Yep, from the Korean, so the corner store, they had fresh sorrel there, so it's not dry sorrel that I actually can send up. I can actually send up export. I mean, I can actually export fresh sorrel too. Um, yeah, so when the time is right, I'm looking for investors to help me out, with this new venture that I'm looking into. Oh, yes, Karen. Oh, thank God, Karen, you're on the live. Mr. Grant. Yes, Karen. Do you have his contact details? You can WhatsApp me, Karen. I'm so happy you're on the live. You see how God good? You see how God works? So Karen text me, Mr. Grant. Yes, text me his contact, please. So Karen, how is your farm going? Lord, me have to go come back come by your farm again, because those callaloo. And guess what? Um, I got some callaloo seeds too. Yes, I got a barrel from Canada. I have to call someone indoor to pack it out for me because I can't manage that right now. But I got some callaloo seeds. She sent some callaloo seeds to me personally. But these callaloo seeds are the red callaloo that you had. Remember when I went there and you had the red callaloo, Karen? I got some of those seeds. So, I'm gonna be planting those red callaloo. Good evening, Monica, Miss Monica and Cynthia. Yeah, yeah, the sorrel makes nice drink. Um, what I did, what I did on my video with I don't know if you saw that video when it was I was doing Vlogmas, so it was the first day of Christmas vlog, but I had to, Vlogmas was so hard to do. It's so hard to upload a video every single day. But I tried and I uploaded 21 videos for the month of December. But the first video I uploaded, I was on the farm and I was showing the starrel, and then I showed the broad cocoa leaves, and then I was cooking the saltfish with the vegetables, and I showed them how I grated the sorrel and the, what was it, sorrel and June plum, and then I squeezed out the juice, and it was so good. It was so refreshing. But most of us we boil the sorrel or draw the sorrel. Oh, it's not okay. It's the other Karen. Okay, but you live near him. Okay, all right. So if you can reach out to Mr. Grant for me, Karen, please. Or if you have his number, you can WhatsApp because I really wanna get in touch with him. Oh, have a blessed night. Seamus, have a blessed night. So I'm gonna come on tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening I wanna come on earlier because I realize that most people gone to their beds by now. So I'm gonna come on a little bit earlier, probably 6 o'clock or five or so. So we can chat some more. And tomorrow we can do the opinion poll. Or we can probably do something like just make it interesting. Maybe we can have somebody on. I can have somebody on with me, or we can do like some riddle or something. Like persons in the chat. Somebody can probably do a riddle, and we all try to figure out what the answer is to the riddle. But the riddles have to be have to meet YouTube guidelines. Hmm. Yeah, so I'm going to say good night for now, guys. And I'll see you tomorrow evening. All right. Thank you for joining in on the live, and blessings to you all. All right. Big up Mad Blacks, Chen, 7 p.m. here in Cali. All right. So tomorrow, 6 p.m. See you guys. Have a blessed night and thanks for joining in. All right. 6 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. for others. Depends on where they are. If you're in countries like the UK, Australia, I think they are 7 hours ahead. So it depends on where you are. So it will be 6 p.m. Eastern time. So good night, guys. Stay blessed. Take care. For those people experiencing extremely cold weather right now, stay warm. All right. Until next time, walk good and look out for your neighbor. All right.